I didn't marry him. Oh, wait, there's...
She was 17 and she was far from in between.
Ah!
It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We'd blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
Our story takes
Now nothing
place
seems as
on
strange
December
as
the
when
23rd of 2013. After exchanging several text messages, and I was also told that it took Christy sometimes several days to reply, Matt and Christy agreed to meet for a beverage in Troy. Now the location has a question mark, because one person stated the agreed upon establishment was the Kona Grill. The other stated it was Granite City Food and Brewery.
Let's go to girl.
Both, both are located in Troy and on Big Beaver Road, so I guess we'll give you a little credit for you're on the same street.
Second date was Kona Grill, first date was Granite City.
Yeah. I think he's right.
Because he's so sweet.
Christy said he was absolutely handsome and great to talk to. But I was nervous. What if we had nothing to talk about? Matt said she was glowing. I like to think it was because she was excited to meet me, but that's just how she is. She was wearing a gold top with some large sequin type things on it. I'm not sure if she knows it, but I still like it when she wears that shirt because it reminds me of our first date. She was nice, intelligent, and let's be honest, she was hot. Smoking hot. Caliente. Finding two seats at the bar, Christy a glass of Cabernet and Matt a Coors Light, he claims He wasn't yet sophisticated enough to appreciate the fine wines and craft beers. Enjoying stimulating conversation, she seemed like she was generally interested in what I was saying, and he was definitely hanging on her word. So Matt was a little surprised when he suggested round 2 of the beverages, and she declined.
Catherine is here. Good to you.
Well, according to Christy's dating guidebook, it was suggested to only stay for 1 beverage on the first date. Well, it's a good thing Matt sipped his beer real slow. Afterwards, he walked her out to the car and they discussed a possible second date. After exchanging their goodbyes, they went to hug each other, but Romeo, he went in for the kiss. And as he stated earlier, halfway, he realized she was turning her head and wasn't having it. So he turned his and awkwardly kissed the side of her head. The next day, Christmas Eve, he made up for it. He surprised her with a phone call. It left a very good impression with Christy because Matt's huge into texting and she prefers the phone. So he listened. He was paying attention. They began seeing each other 2-3 times a week, and before you knew it, a year had gone by. Around that time, they began running together, and Christy realized Matt could be the one. Matt wasn't much of a runner, and the 2 worst races she'd ever experienced, Peyton Creek and Corktown, he was by her side to experience them with her. She thought, holy moly, this guy must be into me. On both occasions, he never complained. Matt said he realized early on that Christy could be someone that he wanted to marry. They got along so well that it seemed too good to be true. Sometimes that could just be the excitement of meeting someone new, but it just never wore off. For the ring, he had an idea in mind of what he wanted to do, but being wise, he asked others for ring and proposal ideas, even having lunch with Karen. So many suggestions and options to choose from. He agonized for weeks over what to do. Finally, he went with his initial instinct on the ring and the proposal. Knowing that Christy loves to run, and I might mention that this young lady has completed 3 marathons. He decided that the proposal would include running a 5K. Yeah. Talking about going the extra mile. To avoid suspicion, he told Christy that he wanted to get in better shape and that he'd run a race with her. Searching the area for races, he came across the first annual Cowbell Classic in Royal Oak. And as the saying goes, you can never get enough cowbell. His plan was almost derailed when Christy found out she was going to have to work that day. With some quick thinking, he found her boss's phone number and texted her, explaining his plan. Being in Brazil for 2 weeks prior and arriving back in the U.S. the day before the race, a lot was accomplished long distance. From practicing running with a box in his pocket, asking Christy's mom for permission, and arranging for everyone to be at the finish line. Only one thing left. Buy flowers on the way home from the airport, hide them so that Christy wouldn't find them. The morning of the race, he said he forgot his wallet. And that was his excuse to go in and set the flowers out so they would be there once they returned home. Christy was very impressed with Matt. He was taking running seriously, even training while away for work. Little did she know that on August the 1st, 2015, her life was about to change. They ran the race at a good pace. After crossing the finish line, Matt collapsed. She was seriously worried that he was passing out from running so hard during the race. She thought, oh my gosh, we need a paramedic. To her surprise, Leonardo DiCaprio. And the Oscar goes to... He was down on one knee, presenting the ring, and asked, Christy, will you marry me? And judging from the video, I take it that you were a little surprised. Thanks, Mom, for videoing that. And that's how we arrived here today, Saturday, July the 16th, 2016, where we celebrate their love story. I would like to share with you exactly how Christy and Matt concluded their versions of the story. Christy wrote, Matt is the kindest person in the world and inspires me to be the same every day. He truly makes me feel like the most special girl on the planet. The little things he does on a daily basis just makes me feel the love that he feels for me. It isn't gifts or extravagant things that make me love Matt. It is his little gestures he constantly does to remind me of his love. He goes out of the way to do this stuff all the time. For instance, when he was away at his bachelor party, he hid around 20 Post-it notes everywhere around the house that said the sweetest things. They were all over, and it took me the entire weekend to find them because he was so thoughtful in placing them and hiding them. Matt is the perfect man for me because he makes me happier than I have ever been. Everyone in my life is constantly commenting that I'm always smiling. This is because of Matt. Being with him makes me the happiest. It feels so great knowing that I met the man I'm supposed to be with. He is my soulmate. Matt wrote, from the minute I met Christy, I could sense there was just something different, in a good way, obviously, about her. As I've gotten to know her more and more, I've realized that she is the kindest and most loving person I've ever met. If I or anyone in her life needed something, anything, she would not think twice to drop everything to help them. She is the first thing I think about when I wake up and the last thing I think about before I fall asleep. Just writing this paragraph about her is making me smile. With almost 7 billion people in the world, I never really believed in soulmates, but Christy has completely changed my mind because she is mine. Starting their next chapter in their life together as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Christy K.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never